This looks like a bone stock 335. Is it an I or a D? What is this?
It's a D, 335D
Oh,
diesel, and I wouldn't even call it a sports car because it's a diesel.
It's a sedan
It's
too.
built for economy.
So what's so special about this 335D, and does it have the same motor or engine as your X5?
It's a very similar motor. There's some slight differences because of the packaging, but what really makes this car special to me is the fact that this particular one has about 650 foot-pounds of torque. It has. I got to look.
This is definitely a torque monster then.
Definitely. I'm gonna have a hard time giving it back. And it has the horsepower is roughly 350s, which you've got a 333 horsepower E46 M3. That's pretty
bad.
decent power. This weighs a little more. It's about 3650 weight.
But
I think that's the drive weight.
But my E46 is a bit anemic when it comes to torque. It's like 260 or 270.
Yeah, so you can imagine what 650 feels like.
It's 2.5 times as much torque.
Yes. And 0-60 in standard form is 5.7 seconds. I don't know what it is on this, but I'll let you be the judge. I'll do a launch for you. I'll show you how launch control works. Depending on how good a traction we can get, it's pretty hot today, so we can get probably pretty decent traction. I'm gonna guess it's down around 3 point something.
Okay.
Which for two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive only, is pretty
So
impressive.
what's been done to the diesel or the powertrain to get so much power?
This has Malone tuning stage 4 custom tune. Malone's the manufacturer of the software. It has a hybrid turbos, meaning they have larger impellers. It has a fuel pump upgrade because you need to deliver more fuel, right? To make more power, you need more fuel. You also need more air, which is why the larger impellers on the turbos, which then means you also need more air coming in through the intake. So this has the ATM Speed Shop cold air intake. And it also has the ATM Speed Shop exhaust.
Okay.
So those are the key features on the engine. And the transmission has been retuned as well. I believe the rear and the diff is still stock.
Okay.
We got really tall gearing. It's 2.8 1-to-1. Where something, for example, like a 335i, its cousin, gas-powered cousin, has a 3.5-to-1. So first thing I'd want to do is swap the diff.
But then you'll be putting down more rubber, right?
That's true. Instead of every month buying new rear tires, it'd be every week.
Now,
So maybe I don't want to do
so
that.
the transmission stock and it can take this much torque?
Yeah, that 6-speed, I think it's a ZF transmission. It may be the same transmission as the X5.
Oh, wow.
And they're known to, with maintenance, meaning that about every 100,000 miles, the fluids are changed in the filter. They'll do 250,000 miles.
Now,
So
it's an automatic. No, I guess these didn't come into the States with manuals, I'm assuming, right?
true. However, if you think about it, Jag, this had twin turbos, and the automatic keeps the turbos spooled up, right?
Yep.
So that means that it's going to deliver power more rapidly, as opposed to manual. Every time you press the clutch and you lose all the boost. So it's a happy marriage.
I mean,
A diesel engine.
You said this is the funnest sedan you've ever driven, so even with an automatic, I'll take your word on it.
Yeah, it is. When you go for a ride in it, you'll see what I mean. But the diesel engine, the two turbos, the sequential turbos, a little bit on the bigger one, coupled to that automatic transmission, it is just such a great way to put the power down. And you can, if I had a trailer hitch, probably pull a big boat with it.
One thing I would probably change different is keep it stock. So
Yeah, it would be more.
So this, I would imagine this draws attention, right?
Yeah, it's such a menacing looking car, all blacked out. I agree. I would keep it stock looking. I would want, I'd want it. This car is so much fun to drive on the street. I'd want to take it to the track.
Yeah.
And before doing that, I would at least want four pot calipers. But the ideal setup would be something like 6-piston wheel wells in the front,
Yep.
4 in the rear, because it's of its weight. And we run that setup on the E30, and it's a blast, and we don't have to change brake pads but once a year.
Yep.
So this one being heavier, I think that would be the ideal setup. And stickier tires for more grip.
Yeah.
I think that would, it wouldn't be a very costly upgrade, but that would really complete it.
With that, my name is Jag,
And I'm Boris.
and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching.